Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another video. So today's video, I'm actually sitting outside right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, super sunny, but at the same time, super hot. I just wanted to go ahead and make this video and talk about the reason why you guys are having difficulties or trouble closing deals. Specifically towards the end, I presented to them the demo. I showed them what I can do. I talked to them. I solved, at least I think, or I thought I solved their problems. And I went over some of the questions in general that I should ask for me to collect information. And just at the end of the call, I just wasn't able to close them. I tried to handle the objection, but I just wasn't able to. Well, here's the reason why. The number one mistake, entrepreneurs make when it comes to closing deals or when it comes to even getting on the demo, right? First of all, congratulations, pat yourself on the back. You've done what most people don't know how to or even put effort into, which is getting the demo, getting the meeting, but you want to be able to actually leverage that meeting and close the deal and sign your first, second, third, fourth, whatever client it is, right? So if you're unaware of this specific tip, task, trick, whatever, sales technique, whatever you guys want to call it, it's going to be very hard for you guys to scale and sign multiple clients and be able to, reach the six-figure mark with your agency, because this is such an important technique that you have to understand when it comes to talking to people, solving problems, in general sales. Like, you have to understand this specific technique for you to succeed in sales. And the reason why is because for you to duplicate and continue to sign clients, either selling a couple $100 package service, 1,000, 2,000, up to 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is, you have to understand this specific technique. And that specific technique is something that's going to be able to unleash that true sales / closer, I wouldn't say mentality, but the ability to close people and understand why you're not able to close them. When using this technique, right, it's going to be able to have you handle objections a whole different way and understand, sales at a whole different level. And I wasn't able to, for instance, sign on 5 new clients for our agency until I realized this, and bringing on a sales rep for one of our agencies and having and training him, I had to make sure I install this into his life and into what specifically that's going to help him do sales, which is understanding the specific secret technique, whatever you guys want to call it, right? It's selling yourself rather than selling your services. I'm telling you right now, up front to your face, they don't buy because you have a special promo in your service, special this, special that in your service or product or system. They buy because they understand that you're selling them a solution, you're saving them time, you're saving them money, right? And on top of that, you're able to actually make them more money. They can really care less about your system and service. All that is there for is to make sure they understand how you're going to be able to save them time, money, right? I can easily show a client, which our slides, our demo deck is literally less than 20 slides. It's less than 20 slides, but we're able to close clients for $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a month. And our calls are literally less than 45 minutes. And that's because I'm on the call to sell myself, sell how I'm going to be able to save you time, money, effort, right? You can be, instead of working on marketing, ads, and doing all these different things that we can do, right? You can be focusing on closing deals for your business, right? So let us save you time by creating those ads, bringing you leads, because the only way you'll be able to grow is if you have a full pipeline, you have leads coming in. And they understand that because I personally asked them a question, which it's a beautiful question to ask. It's like, hey, if you don't move forward and add into your business a system service that is able to continuously bring you new leads for your business, how are you supposed to grow? Where are you going to, get these leads from if you don't have a system in place to do so? Like, what is your plan to grow if you don't talk to, X and Y amount of people? You start talking about the solution and how it feels, when this problem is gone. Because the reason why they're on the phone call with you is because they're looking to grow. They don't know how to grow, or if they do know how, they're not doing it at the capacity that they want. Like a client, a realtor getting on the phone call with you, obviously they're not getting the right amount of leads, or they're spending too much for a lead, and they want to talk to you to see how you can change that and be able to not implement a system and make them understand the system. Because when you start pitching a system, when you start pitching a service, you're like, this is what we do, this is, we use Facebook does this, X, Y, and Z. You sit there for an hour explaining the system. you're just another person, you know, showing your product to them, showing your service to them. What makes you different, what makes somebody sign with you is, does this person save me time? Is this person going to make me more money, which then allows me to live my life and also you know, do different things. Questions I ask on a meeting is like, hey, let's just, you know, take a second and let's just say this system or let's just say this problem just get solved in your business. What does that do for you, you know, outside of business? Does that allow you to travel with your family? Does it allow you to buy your dream car? Like, what does it allow you to do if you're able to implement this into your business, right? So now what you're creating is pretty much a thought in their mind of like, wow, like if I work with them, I'll be able to make X amount of money or get X amount of leads, and I'll be able to close this many leads and be able to buy my dream car, my house, etc. Right? You want to draw that vision into their mind rather than just pitch into a system and let them look at a system. You don't want that. You don't want them to get off the phone call and think about paying or investing into a fully built system. You want them to get off the phone call and think about, I'm investing into my future. I'm investing into the solution. I'm investing into the feeling of being able to travel anytime I want and automate that lead type of source in my business. That's what you want to do. You want them to get off the phone call with that type of mindset, because then they'll call you back and they're like, let's do this. And the reason why isn't because you have a special system or a system that delivers 30 leads. It's because they realize that they want to, you know, experience the feeling that you gave them on the phone call. They want to be able to feel like they can travel anywhere. I'm really sweating outside because it's so hot, but I'm very, you know, big on this. And when it comes to doing sales and making sure that you guys understand this before getting on your meetings, so you stop, you know, spending hours on hours, you know, pitching your system. Just sell yourself, sell the solution, sell how they're going to feel, right? And at that point, all you're doing is like, I care for you. I genuinely want to make sure that you make an educated decision, because the last thing I want is you to get off this phone call and not invest into not just your business, but your future, where your kids depend on you, right? And when you hit somebody on that emotional state, it's called something like, you sell somebody with emotion, right? They buy on emotion and they justify with logic. Most of you guys are on the phone call trying to sell with logic, and then hopefully they buy with emotion. That's not going to work, right? People buy on emotion and justify with logic. So hopefully this video answers your question regarding to like, man, why I haven't been able to close deals. Like, hopefully this specific little fix inside your sales process, you know, asking questions that's going to bring out the emotional side of them, bringing out how they feel if this were to fix. Like, these questions that you guys start implementing and asking on the meeting will be able to dictate if you guys are going to be able to close them or not. So one more thing before I go ahead and end the video is, when you're selling, when you're pitching, whatever you guys want to call it, when you're on these demo calls, right? Don't show the client the solution until they understand how it benefits them outside of business. That's super powerful. Let me say that again. Don't pitch or you know, go over your service or product until the client understands, you know, how this solution and it's going to be able to save them time, money, energy in the future outside of business, not just in business, right? Outside of business. That's super important, guys. And I want you guys to understand that. Keep practicing, come up with these powerful questions. I'm gonna make another video going over like what type of question you should ask, stuff like that as well. And you'll be able to really understand, you know, the questions to ask to be able to dial down. But this literally, this quick fix right here, you know, has been able to have us sign 5+ new clients this last month. You know, my closer coming in, literally a sales rep that we just literally add in less than 45 days ago, closed 3 different deals. We've been able to do that because I implement and make sure he understands that you got to sell with emotion and let them justify with logic, and asking the right questions to, you know, make sure that they get their emotional side out is super important. But yeah, guys, done with rambling. Hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can follow me on Instagram. And if you like this video, comment down below and like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
I'm an icon, and my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz.